Obi-Wan Kenobi said to Luke Skywalker, "The Force is what gives a Jedi his power. It's an energy field created by all living things. It surrounds us and penetrates us, it binds the galaxy together." Ontological mathematics is not dissimilar to the Force. Ontological mathematics is a living wave field, a living cosmic energy, which makes all things and connects all things. The ontological mathematical field is divided into monadic units, which are none other than autonomous, eternal minds, or souls in religion parlance. The ontological field has both form and content, objective structure and subjective experiences associated with that structure. Most people only tune into the subjective experiences and fail to realize that every experience is structured. Each experience is information which needs a carrier, a syntax, a form, a way of relating to and interacting with all other information. We live in a syntactic informational monism that generates countless individual subjective experiences of information, all of our subjective perceptions, feelings, mystical intuitions, desires, and so on. The Star Wars fandom site says, "The Force was an energy field created by all life that connected everything in the universe. The Force was created by life, and therefore, resided in all life forms. It was especially powerful in a select group of individuals who were born with a high concentration of midichlorians, microscopic, intelligent life forms that formed a symbiotic relationship with and communicated the will of the Force to their host, in their blood. These people were deemed Force-sensitive, and were capable of consciously sensing the Force. With this conscious sense of the Force came the ability to harness it, accessing various Force powers. Unlike organic beings, droids and other artificial constructs existed outside of the Force. As such, they possessed no connection to the energy field that was created and sustained by life. Apart from its scientific aspect, the Force was the basis of various religious organizations, who held differing views as to the nature and purpose of the Force. These included the Church of the Force, and most notably the Jedi and Sith orders. In addition, the Lazats believed that the Force was the spirit of the galaxy. There were two overarching and symbiotic aspects of the Force. The living Force was the energy of all life, which, in turn, fed into the cosmic Force, which bound everything together and communicated the will of the Force through the midichlorians. The Jedi followed a code of selflessness and service to others, therefore, they adhered to the light side of the Force, one of two methods of using the all-encompassing energy field. The Jedi's adversaries, the Sith, coveted strength and power through the dark side of the Force. Their opposing philosophies led to millennia of cyclical conflict between the two orders, and resulted in both the extinction of the Sith and the near annihilation of the Jedi. In ontological mathematics, the Jedi, those on the light side of the Force, are the thinking types and the intellectual intuitives who can grasp the objective syntax of reality, using reason and logic. They tune into the intellectual form of reality. They deal with the intelligible aspect of reality. They are the wise ones, the philosophers. They are the enlightened ones. Those on the dark side of the Force, all those wrong about the true nature of reality, are those who tune into the content of reality, but not its form. They invent all sorts of absurd hypotheses about reality because they cannot fathom the objective structure of pure analytic mathematics, on which all subjectivity hangs. Scientists are the Sith. So are all followers of mainstream religion and spirituality. The true Jedi are the Illuminati, the Army of Light, the ontological mathematicians, the mathematikoi. 100% of false theories of reality are caused by a failure to understand the objective syntax of ontology, the structure of existence. The only things that exist are information carriers, sinusoidal waves equals thoughts, and the information they inherently carry, which we all subjectively experience. Why would you need anything else? Since you don't need anything else, that's all there is. That's Occam's razor. This is a living mathematical universe of information that experiences itself, interprets itself, responds to itself, and optimizes itself. What is ontological information? It's both the carrier of the information, the information syntax, and the information carried, the information semantics. The information carried is encoded in the information carrier itself, i.e., the properties of the sinusoidal waves. The ontological information carriers convey their empirical, subjective meaning via the particular frequency, wavelength, amplitude, phase of each wave or each wave function, combination of waves. The mathematical properties of waves are subjectively experienced as perceptions, feelings, intuitions, desires, appetites, will, everything that we know from our own lives, everything we experience every day. It's all in the math, encoded in the math, in numbers. All things are numbers, said Pythagoras. Number rules the universe, number is the ruler of forms and ideas, and the cause of gods and demons. Geometry is knowledge of the eternally existent, number is the within of all things. There is geometry in the humming of the strings. Every man has been made by God in order to acquire knowledge and contemplate. Above the cloud with its shadow is the star with its light. Above all things reverence thyself. For Pythagoras, mathematics is God, and the purpose of God is to know itself, calculate itself, experience itself and contemplate itself. It does this through its own nodes, its constituent monadic parts, of which each of us is one.